Hi friends. I feel like this might be a little loud. Hi friends. How are you feeling today? Let me turn this down. I feel like it's a little loud. Oh, there we go. That's better. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, my amazing, wonderful Insight Timer and YouTube family. Everyone who's watching. Hey. Welcome to the Liberated Body. Yay! Where we will be moving our bodies in honor of the brilliance that they are. How it's so freeing to be embodied fully, even. You know? How you feeling? As always, we always start our programming, our experiences by just taking a mindful look at where we are and what our environment is like around us. What are we doing? What do we have? Actually, want to light some incense. I think my lighter should be over there. I'm gonna light some incense to set the space. It started raining here, so I actually have a little bit of rain. I also have this 174 hertz, which I really love, and we're just going to have a really beautiful restorative session embodying who we are and all the strength that arrived to us via our ancestors and the decisions that they made. So, first time on here, what's up? I'm Radiance. I am a lover of all things wellness and making sure that your body and your mind are well, that you feel good within your soul, that all systems, that you know that all systems are working together for your good. So I'm excited to meet you as well. And yeah. So I'm going to read the description of this class just to set our tone, and then from there we will start. But this will also kind of just help us set the tone, all right? Let me get it for you. Move with intention in this liberating Juneteenth Yoga experience that blends gentle movement and mindfulness together. Together, we'll honor the strength and spirit of our ancestors while reclaiming rest, ease, and joy in our bodies. This soulful flow is designed to ground you, open your heart, and create space for release and renewal. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned yogi, you'll be guided through gentle, affirming postures that invite freedom, presence, and healing. So, my friends, come as you are, move freely and with ease, and I look forward to practicing here. Okay? Yay! All right. In saying that, we'll get started with some breath work. The table that I have you on is actually, it's a little bit higher for going back. And I don't want to go back just yet. I kind of want to stay in this posture here. But I'm in a hero's pose where I'm seated on my knees, or I'm in a seated pose. I'll allow you to choose what's best for you in this moment. We'll just kind of be starting out first with some breath work. Let me do this. Becoming cozy and comfortable in your space. Maybe you're moving gently side to side. incorporating some neck rolls. Allowing yourself to soften and be at ease. Maybe you're slowing down your breaths and tuning in deeper into your breath. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Inhaling in through your nose. Maybe you go full circle. Exhaling through the mouth. Last one, best one. Inhaling in through the nose. And exhaling through your mouth. Finding yourself back into a neutral position and simply tune into your breath. And as you're here, I invite you to just simply ask yourself, why am I here? Softening your shoulders and your jaw. Why did I arrive to practice today? What brought my heart to this space right now? A couple more breaths here, tuning into the aliveness of yourself. Maybe you can feel your heart by placing a hand on your heart to feel your heartbeat. As we begin this Juneteenth practice, may we remember our ancestors that paved the way, those who came before us, who was able to quiet their minds, to listen to the promptings, to go forward with courage and faith. May we remember that that is within our own bodies, that wisdom is currently in our body right now, and that we can tap into it at any time. And so as we move our bodies today, may we honor our ancestors and honor the wisdom that they gave us. Taking a deep inhale in here. Open your mouth, sigh it out. If you're not already in an easy pose, arriving at an easy pose at this time. And this will be my moment to come back and meet you as well. So I'm going to shift myself back. I'm going to look at the chat and just make sure we're all good. Okay. All right, let me just make sure here. All right, y'all, so let's find ourselves in an easy pose. And I like to say an easy pose as in you can crisscross applesauce, or maybe you're placing one leg in front of the other. Either way, let's meet ourselves there. Gonna place my blanket back a little bit more. Give me some space. I have my support pillows here as well. And let's arrive. So I'm gonna choose one foot in front of the other. I'm gently just, gonna start rocking side to side. We'll start here with just a moment to feel into our bodies. Now, remembering what I said about that wisdom is within us, the wisdom to follow the promptings, to become a generational shift for our families. And so as we're here, maybe we arrive in some hip circles. And it's okay if you want to close your eyes once more. And really feel and embody what is happening within you. Knowing that all the wisdom you need is within you always. Continuing to breathe. And maybe we go a different way. So we'll start with some seated cat-cows here, finding yourself in a neutral position. On your next inhale, we lift our chest up towards the sky or our head towards the ceiling. Inhaling, drawing our hands back, opening out our shoulders. Drawing our shoulders, melting them to the ground. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, we bend over, tucking our chin into our chest. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Last one, best one, deep breath in, we rise, we hold our chest open, and exhale, we release. Beautiful. Whatever foot was in front, I invite you to maybe switch your feet just to get a nice little equilibrium as we will be doing a couple more exercises. Again, also, if your body is telling you something different, please shift into the posture that feels best for you. All right. So here we'll do some spinal breath. On your inhale, we bring out our arms nice and wide. Again, we're kind of sitting relaxed, so maybe you need to wiggle your shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. And on your exhale, making fists with your hands, and we bring it to a 90-degree, bringing our forearms together, and we are crunching our head in, our spine to our belly button, all right? So here we go. Inhale, we out, we rise. Exhale, release through your mouth. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, best one. Inhale. Coming out. Exhale, we close. Bringing your arms, palms facing down in front of you, walk them out as far as you can, relaxing your shoulders for a deeper stretch here. Take a deep breath in. and out. Beautiful. Now let's start into a seated side stretch here. So we're gonna bring our right leg out, pointing towards the right, that left foot on the inside of that thigh here. And what I like to do to start is just shift my toe left and right. Now, when we think about wisdom arriving from being in tune with our body, it's because we're noticing the simple shifts, the things that we can't necessarily understand, but we can feel, and then that way we can find more understanding as we explore our bodies. So even as your toe draws in, it feels different than when you're opening, right? So feeling all parts of your leg. So here we are, our leg is out, allowing it to be nice and neutral. Take a nice inhale in. We lift those arms in the air, and on the exhale, I want you to bring that right arm, the outside of that right hand, to kind of sweep the inside of that right foot. Drawing that left arm up, take it up. Big inhale in, and exhale, we lean closer towards that right leg. Now, it's okay wherever you are, but we expand on our exhales. We don't force our body there. And even allow your chest to draw up towards the ceiling a bit more. Maybe we're looking up towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale in here. And exhale, maybe we sink a little deeper. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Taking that left arm, bringing it over towards the outside of that right leg, wherever that lands. Take that right hand and bring it back behind you. Inhale, we lift up that chest, and on the exhale, look back behind you for a deeper shoulder stretch here. Relaxing here. Inhale in, and exhale, maybe we lean forward. Beautiful, taking time there, just shifting, bringing both feet together in a nice butterfly pose. And as we're here, maybe we shift side to side. Maybe we wiggle our wings. Maybe we even have pillows underneath just to allow them to rest. But taking a moment just to breathe. Maybe we're bowing forward a little bit. A lot of tension is stored within our hips, and so even when we think about what are ways that we can take that leap of courage, and it's a big leap, right? It's a leap that's like, I won't stand for this anymore. I'm going to try a different way, try a different mindset. You know, so we have to be comfortable with the discomfort, right? So maybe if you had your legs on the pillows, maybe you allow that gravity to help you more. Taking another 2 breaths in, inhaling in here. Exhale. One more breath in, and exhaling. Beautiful. Now let's allow that left leg to have time to shine. Ooh. Now if you know me, my left side is my spicy side. So I'm gonna have to wiggle myself into it. Ooh. And I've had, I think, 3 workouts today already. I biked, I ran, I stretched, I did a little bit of aerial, which is above y'all. You can't necessarily see it in the frame, but I have aerial silks up top. So it's been a lot. So let's take this moment to Twist, ooh, each toe side to side. Again, just nice, gentle compassion. I want this to be a reflective practice. Why did you land here today was our first question, right? And then our next question is, even when we think about the act of courage that someone in our generational lineage made so that we can be where we are, what is that act of courage that we can have for ourselves, even now in this age that we are where we are, you know? What is that one thing I can change, I can do to change the trajectory of my lineage? Like, I think that's something pretty cool. So I know that yoga meditation is one of mine, for sure. All right, let's take a deep breath in. We rise our hands up. And on the exhale, bringing that left hand on the inside of that left foot or leg, whatever it fits for us. And as you can see, I almost came forward a little bit. Shift that arm back. Watch what happens. Again, we're just gentle. So I'm going to look up, taking a deep breath in and exhale. Maybe we go a little deeper, or maybe we just stay where we are to feel this. Inhaling and exhaling here. Take another deep breath in. And on your exhale, bring that right hand towards the outside of that left leg. Oh, and almost melting your chest down, and then bring that left arm towards the back, and then shifting yourself for a nice little side twist. Breathing here. One more breath in and exhale. Ooh, coming up nice and gentle. Oh my goodness, roll that out. We're back at the butterfly. All right, this is just a really soft, gentle stretch. Just a body that's free. A liberated body, a body that feels free. I feel free. All right, my friends, let's get into our hands and our knees. Again, if you have a little support pillow or blankets or anything that you want to put under the knees, feel free. Oh man, I needed this just as much as you did. Let's get in our hands and our knees and start shifting our hips side to side or round and round. Again, having a couple minutes here to simply explore. And as you explore, let me just come up forward just to make sure. Voice is soft. That's what I was thinking. Sometimes I get really embodied and then it's just, whew. All right. Let me also turn the music down. So continue to do your hip circles. I think that's the thing, y'all. I'm over here jamming. Thank you for letting me know. I'll even face this way. So here we are, some hip circles. Ooh, maybe side to side. Maybe we're allowing our toes to curl in and out. Maybe we're shifting our hips backwards and forwards. Yeah. Maybe we're rolling our neck. Good job. All right, so here we are. I want us to bring that right leg back, just like such. Maybe we're rocking onto that ankle. And then on your next inhale, bringing that left foot back and that right arm up. So here we are in a modified side plank. So looking up here, and let's breathe. Starting some arm circles for that shoulder. Remembering that you are your ancestors' wildest dreams. And that even just being here, being on a video, doing things to help move your body and your mind is like such a beautiful thing. So reversing those circles if you haven't already. I hear my shoulder. All right. I'm gonna get a support pillow. Then from here, I want you to bring that right leg up, taking a deep breath in, bending that leg, grab that ankle, opening up again, another hip opener. So here for some checkpoints, I want to see how we feel. Are we relaxed? Having the weight in our palms here, shifting that foot back, that heel back. Those shoulders are magnets. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Maybe we shift back a little bit more, sending that foot back. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, best one. Deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back to your hands and knees. Wow. All right. How is that? Ooh. Okay. That's a little heart opener and hip opener. Okay. We want to make sure that we're open our heart. Something I was speaking about earlier today as we do our little freestyle moments was how even when we think of like forgiveness and changing like our posture from anger to love, you know, when I think about slavery was not that long ago, you know, and so just having a heart posture of love and acceptance and just honoring yourself, I think it's kind of cool. So this time we're gonna do our left leg back. Ooh, so you already know left side, spicy side, but we'll get there. So on your next inhale, bring that left arm up to the sky, kickstand that right leg back. So first we start here, bringing in those glutes, that pelvis, that belly button to your spine. We're allowing that weight to be on our palm. We feel safe and secure here. And once we do, then we allow that hand to do some circles, opening up that shoulder. Maybe your circles draw back. Maybe your circles are just a nice little circumference of a pie. What feels good to you today? How does your body feel? Maybe you're reaching nice and long, expanding, thinking of ways in which we expand ourselves in general. Beautiful. Reversing if you haven't already. Breathing. I think of this as the motion of like swimming sometimes. Getting towards the shore. All right. So let's come back to a neutral position, bringing that left leg up. Take a deep breath in, bend that left leg, grab that ankle, opening out here. Deep inhale in and exhale. Maybe we're allowing ourselves to draw those shoulders back a little bit more. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Last one, best one, deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Coming back, figure 4. Take what you need. Wow. Oh man. So this is a grounding hip opening practice. It's gonna be so nice and juicy. We have 2 more postures to go. Then we'll breathe and we'll land this plane. So it's just a little bit of opening here. All right, so now I want you to bring, and I'm gonna switch sides because so that you can see, I want you to bring your right foot in the front. Now, your 2 hands will go on the inside of that right foot. One of the things that I like to do is open my hips a little bit more. So I'm gonna be leaning in, and I invite you to take 2 steps back where you are. Now you have the opportunity to use some pillows or a block here to just prop yourself up just a little bit more. Taking a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, can you allow yourself to sink your shoulders back and release? And as you breathe here, I'll share with one of the affirmations for tonight is, I am connected to the wisdom and strength of my ancestors. I am connected to the wisdom and strength of my ancestors. Beautiful. Now, allowing yourself to roll over towards that long side edge of your foot, opening out your right thigh towards the right. And then shifting maybe a little bit more on towards that left side for a deeper stretch, but you should feel it here. Climbing deeper into this stretch here, allow your hips to sink, allow your shoulders to relax, taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. One more, inhaling in and exhale. Bringing that foot back. Now we'll have an extended time in pigeon pose. So pigeon pose, you're going to heel toe that right foot over towards the left. Now I invite you, if that hip is up, in which I'm going to switch the pillow, to go underneath that hip to provide some support. We'll keep our arms open and up to start. We'll do 3, I like to say waves first, and then we'll sit. And as we sit, allow yourself to release. You deserve a release, all right? Inhale in, up, chest up, head up. Exhale, we bow, bringing your heart towards the ground. Inhale, up. Exhale, we bow, opening up space first. Inhale, we're up one more time. Exhale, we bow. Now this time you're able to bring your hands in front of you and allow yourself to release. We have an extended time here, so it's just a matter of breathing. Letting go a little bit more on each exhale. And it's okay if you're resisting to start like I am, like you clearly see me. Find a space where this is comfortable. And breathe, breathe, breathe. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your jaw. Three more breaths here. What can you release? What's something that you can release? You can let go in this moment. Last breath, last one, best one, wherever you are. And slowly come up from that. And I want you to sit on that right outside hip. Ooh, just like such. I'm gonna flip around. I feel like I'm getting all twisted and turned. So look, we're right where we were. So taking a nice deep breath in here. And exhale this time, just going ahead to grab that toe. Deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Bringing those hands up, cartwheel them over, bring that right hand down right beside your bottom. Take that left arm up and back, lifting yourself onto your knee here and reaching back. Maybe you even look at what's directly behind you. Deep inhale in and exhale, sitting that bottom back down, coming back over. Wow. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling up, bringing that right hand down here, bringing that left arm back. Beautiful. Awesome. And let me put this back. Now we're gonna come back into a butterfly pose and just stay here. Can you feel a difference in your body? Maybe you're rocking side to side. Remembering that you are connected to the wisdom and strength of your ancestors. And that wisdom is within your body. Can we feel it? So let's come back to a tabletop so we can do the opposite side. So shifting left and right, maybe side to side, maybe child's pose. And when you're ready, friends, bringing that left leg forward and beside your hand, and maybe you're opening out that leg. Ooh. So I'm bringing my leg a little bit further back. Relax your shoulders. Finding some space here, allowing yourself to sink. Take that left hand, we place it on that leg. Maybe if you have a block or anything to support your right hand, you can do that. And then we shift ourselves towards the outside of that left leg, opening out that leg. Ooh. And then maybe we're looking behind us even. And as you can see, I feel resistance in my body, so I'm going to relax my shoulder. I'm going to relax my head and just breathe. Finding space on the exhales. Ooh, beautiful. Now we come back. That should feel nice and open. And we're gonna heel toe that left leg over towards the right for a pigeon pose. So again, maybe you find some support underneath. And allow yourself to just rock side to side. Remember bringing your hands and chest up to start. Taking a nice deep breath in, head up, chest up. Exhale, we bow our heart towards the ground, the heart. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, release. One more, inhale, rise. Exhale, release. And this time you can release into a posture that feels comfortable to you. I'm gonna grab my meditation pillow. And just relax. Release the resistance. Breathing here. Melting deeper. Three more breaths. Remembering you can release, you can let go. Every exhale, release a little bit more resistance. Last breath, best breath, inhale in. And exhale, letting it go. Finding yourself back up. Oh, that feels so good. And arriving towards your right hip. All right, I'm gonna turn around. Oh my goodness. Oh, so much comes up when I do a pigeon pose. Like, I just become so much more open. Does that happen to anyone else? Jeez. All right, so let's take a deep breath in. Our hands are up, and we're gonna shift over towards that, right leg. Oh my goodness, so much gas also, jeez. Deep breath in and out. One more, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Now we send that left hand back, right behind us, our buttocks. We shift those hips in the air. We send that right arm back towards the back. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Beautiful. Shifting back down. Ooh, inhaling and coming over. Breathing here. Maybe we bring that chest up. That feels good. Or maybe we're folding a little bit more. Beautiful. One more time. Let's bring that left hand behind us, right hand up. And breathe. And then coming back down. Whew. Friends, you're doing such a good job. Let's bring the left foot out, right foot out. Oh my gosh. To do here, I'll turn this way. And I like to bring my hands here to kind of like sit up and then back. So taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. Just walk your hands down your legs as far as they can go until you feel like, uh-oh, what's happening? Deep breath in here. And exhale, we walk. One more, inhaling in. And exhale, walk. Holding here. Maybe we gently rock side to side. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way down towards your back. Oh, that feels good. We haven't been here this whole practice. So we're getting ready to kind of close the practice. So I want you to bring both hands, full body stretch here, deep breath in, we reach. Exhale, bringing your knees into your chest. And we rock side to side on our spine, allowing those ankles to roll. And then bringing those legs back out and down for a nice Shavasana. I invite you to bring one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. And just being in this place right here and now, breathing in reflection of your body and mind, and listening to the wisdom that's within you, the strength that arrived from your ancestors. Let's just take a few minutes to listen into our own bodies. Just breathe and relax. Starting to bring attention back into your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Maybe rocking your head side to side or licking your lips. Maybe taking a swallow, tasting your mouth. Bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug. Maybe you hold yourself a little tighter this time. You're here for a reason. And all the wisdom of that reason is within you. Rocking over to an easy pose that feels good for you. honoring and acknowledging how we all arrived. And then slowly coming back up to a seated position so we can close our practice. Letting out a sigh, relaxing your shoulders, letting them draw heavy to the ground. Taking a deep inhale in here and exhale. Bringing your hands on your heart once more. Deep breath in here into your heart space, thanking your ancestors for the wisdom that they have given you. Exhaling here, that we will use that wisdom to propel our lives. And one more breath for those who are disconnected from themselves, that we may send kindness to them. Deep breath in here. And exhale. My name is Radiance. It's been an honor affirming you and reminding you of how excellent you are and how much wisdom is within you. It's been a beautiful Juneteenth, and I just appreciate you for arriving to this practice, knowing that your rest and you healing yourself is a radical act. Kudos to you. Have a beautiful day and happy Juneteenth. Yay. I'm gonna come up to see y'all. Let me grab one of my support pillows. Oh no, actually I can get my meditation cushion. That's why it's here. Hi friends. How are you? How was it for you? Whew, that felt good for me. I feel very, very good actually. Sometimes this is just for yourself, and it's you holding space so that everyone could feel that. Thank you so much for the patience with the low voice. Sometimes I really get into a meditative state versus yelling state. So thank you so much for your patience there. And again, I'm so proud of you for this beautiful practice. So proud of you.